Hey, what's up? What's up? It's your girl Shasta Speeds coming on here to quickly just talk about a little something that's floating around in the rumor mill. Okay, it ain't you know too much or nothing, but y'all know how the rumor mill gets to going and people get to speculate and then drawing conclusions and this and that, and so it's a little buzz out here in the rumor mill that everyone's favorite side chick, her words, not mine. Arionne Curry may be filming in the new season of Love and Marriage Huntsville. If there is a new season, I don't know that we ever got it confirmed that there was even a new season of Love and Marriage Huntsville coming on. I think Sunny did a live the other day and said that the new season was going to start airing next month. I don't know what Love and Marriage Huntsville is doing. Let me be clear. I don't know what they're doing. I haven't been keeping up with it. Once that last episode of the reunion aired, I kind of tuned them out, and I've been kind of ignoring a lot of the uh noise that's Love and Marriage Huntsville. Because if I'm just being honest, I'm trying to detox myself from Love and Marriage Huntsville. Um, Love and Marriage Huntsville has gotten very toxic. Um, it's almost like a damn cesspool of, and it's just I don't know. But anyway, I just felt like this was interesting. If she is filming, and I'll tell you why. But as always, all things discussed on this channel are alleged. They're definitely in my very own opinion, and it's for entertainment purposes only. Okay. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, subscribe to the channel. If you have already subscribed to the channel, I certainly thank you for your support. So if okay, and this is a very, very big if Arionne Curry is filming in this new season of Love and Marriage Huntsville, my assumption would be that she would be filming, of course, with Martell, maybe Destiny, um, and you know, are we surprised though? Would we be surprised? That's the question. Would we be surprised if she's actually filming? I don't think so. Who didn't see this coming? If she's filming, who didn't see that coming? Stevie Wonder saw that coming, child. We had all, I feel like a lot of people had all said that Carlos King was just waiting for Melody to leave so he could usher um, this child in to film. And so it with Melody leaving, I feel like for him, this was the next logical thing that he was going to do. Now, that's just my thoughts. It's the next logical thing that he was going to do. I said this, and I know I've said this in a few videos, and I keep saying this about Love and Marriage Huntsville because it is true as far as I'm concerned. They don't have a moral compass. They don't care how low they have to go to try to get ratings or try to get people to watch the show or whatever, whatnot. That they lost their moral compass a long time ago. Okay. And so if she's back on it, or not back, but if she is now allowed to come on and start filming because Melody has left, I'm certainly not shocked at all. This is part of the course for Carlos King, and the fact that he will, there is no low that I feel like he would not sink to, all for the sake of potential ratings. But this, I guess, rumor mill and the speculating started yesterday around because Tisha had posted this. and it was a video on her in her stories, and it's called "I Do Not Befriend Side Chicks." Listen, child, they're taking this and saying that she's posting this as like a subliminal message because coleslaw could potentially be filming. Again, I don't know, but I find it ironic that you're saying you don't befriend side chicks, but then when you would talk about this girl, you were using that whole thing as a way to kind of throw it up in Melody's face and stuff like that. So that's interesting to me. Um, and I was looking, at some of the feedback out, some of the things that are out here on the internet. And one of the people that I frequently kind of watch her channel, I think it's Show Styles and Spirit. She's awesome. I love her channel. Very unproblematic, and that's what I like. Okay. So if you haven't checked out Show Styles and Spirit, please check her out. She has an amazing channel. But she was also talking about how back in the earlier seasons, how terrible Letitia was to Melody and would throw the side chick up in her face and kind of weaponize the whole side chick thing. So, I mean, to now come up and be like, I don't be for you, may as well. I mean, it's kind of then like which one is it? Where are you gonna stand? And I feel like this is one of those situations where the line is moving too. So it's just like, girl, but this whole post is what's kind of got people talking now and saying that they think it's because Arionne is not filming. Now, what we do know is that, and allegedly, let me say allegedly, I did see on I think there was some kind of video going around a few weeks ago where someone was saying that Arionne was staying in the house with Martell. I don't know if it's true or not or whatever. Again, I don't know. But if that, you tie all that together, and it is very feasible that she may be at this point filming. And listen, if and when Love Marriage Huntsville comes back on, I will not be viewing that show. I will not. Mostly because of the fact that Martell Holt is still on there. I find it very disheartening and very just crazy that with everything that he did, and then him being found guilty of or pleading guilty, or however it went, to Revenge P, and just all the other different things that he was involved in, that he still has a place on this show. That is a lot of the reason why I say that this show on network, Carlos, like, they don't have a moral compass. We're watching in real time what happened with Kenya Moore over there on Real Housewives of Atlanta, and that whole picture thing and this and that, and she don't have a job right now. Now, will she be back in that season? I don't know, but right now, Kenya Moore ain't got a job, right? And I just feel like that's kind of what people expected with this whole situation with Martell Holt. And so, the fact that that level of toxicity and darkness and this and that was exposed on this show, and then we saw that very terrible, terrible, dark part of the reunion that they tried to go back and screw about, but it's still out. That really made me be like, you know what? I can't. And of course, the fact that no one on that show no one that is still on that show is giving me authentic. No one is. They were not showing anything that I want to see. I guess that's the best way I could put it. And I can't imagine that what they finna show us in. I cannot, literally, I cannot even begin to put together what any of them that could be possibly doing that is going to accumulate into a season for this show. Like, for real. I don't know, y'all. It's none of them. I cannot imagine because every single one of them somehow had some way, shape, had to have an issue with Melody to have some type of storyline. And so now that she's out, what do they have? What could they possibly be doing? I don't know. I don't know. But I won't be watching. With or without Little Miss Coleslaw, I won't be watching. But there is an audience. There is an audience that will be tuning in if Miss Coleslaw is on there. Little Miss Coleslaw on there. It's an audience that's gonna be tuning in. I got a best friend. Me and her have this debate all the time, and she's already said, honey, if she get on there, she's gonna be watching it because you know he Martell is who he is, and she knows that he gonna be dogging the hell out of her and have her looking real stupid on this show, and she wants to see it. That's her rationale for why she would want to see it. So I'm sure there will be some people who will still try to tune in to it, but I do feel like overall I just can't imagine that this show finna be hit. If it's coming back next month, I can't imagine that this season finna be talking about anything. I just don't see it. But it's all about what you can digest and what you want to see and what you're okay with absorbing. Me personally, like I said, the buck stopped for me when it was very clear that Martell wasn't going nowhere. When they let all that shit happen at that reunion, and all that was nasty work. That was nasty work. Like it was, yeah, I was like, yeah, no, this I can't never. And then when Melody was like, you know what, I'm done, I was like, oh, okay. And it's just the whole combination of it because it's like it becomes too much. It's too that show got way too dark. And I know they're gonna try to I, I feel like they're gonna try to come in with a new season and act like it's so light and they this and that. All that shucking and jiving they finna be doing and faking and flogging they finna be doing and this and that. I don't care to see it. And it's disheartening for me because I was a person that in the beginning enjoyed Love and Marriage Huntsville because I am familiar with the area and I'm familiar with a lot of people in the area, is what I'll say. That's what I'll say. I'm familiar. And yeah. So I still and I still hear little stuff because like I said, I'm familiar with the area and I'm familiar with a lot of people in the area. But I'm not, I can't the way I'm set up, I can't in good conscience keep watching that show. I just can't do it. But what y'all gonna do? Is y'all watching if Little Miss Coleslaw on the show? Is y'all tuning in? Is y'all tuning in to see what the goings on is over at the Love and the Marriage and the Huntsville, and if Little Miss Coleslaw gonna be on there with her prize that she thought she won, that she done won, honey, that she thought she won. Is so ironic to me. Um, is y'all gonna be watching that? Train wreck of a show? Cesspool of a show? What y'all gonna do? What y'all gonna do? It's amazing to me. Not so much the Carlos King aspect of it, but I would be shocked that the OWN network is standing behind it. That's the part that's kind of like, wow, wow. I that's the wild part for me. I never in a million years thought that Carlos King was gonna be loyal to the point to where he would. I always felt like if Melody left, he would bring her on. So if she comes on, I'm not shocked on that aspect, but I just always felt like maybe the network would be like, nah, we don't want to send the wrong. But hey, all these networks, I think they at a place where they just don't care. I guess these people feel like everything else in the country up in flames, going to shit. Damn it. Damn it. If it's gonna get us some ratings and some people watching, then damn it. Yeah, I don't know. It's too much. It's too much. But let me know what y'all think. Let me know what y'all think. Are y'all gonna watch it? You know what I'm saying? Um, Drop down in the comments. Let me know y'all thoughts. I'll let y'all in the next one. All right, bye.